It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. Coming up next.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that is a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who have to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set. And off we go here on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. Fifth season quarterback, but Greg just his second as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
Took a little while for him to get his chance to be a full-time starter, but once he got that shot, he's just never looked back. I mean, Mike, think, he's always had that powerful arm. He can push the ball up and down the field and make every throw imaginable. But that time he spent on the sideline, I think it ended up being a massive blessing in disguise. He was able to work on his game from a mental and technical standpoint with no pressure to play. And now he is reaping all the benefits.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. This one is caught by Reed. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Now the replacement for Aaron Jones is Josh Jacobs. He'll get about 2. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Hook him up on a second down and 8. They'll go play action with Love. Finding room at midfield. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
In motion, Reed. On play action, Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's Dobbs, open left side.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
On 2nd down, Love. That's to Dobbs again. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Jaden Reed, touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now the try here for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Indianapolis led out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. The number 4 overall pick in 2023 had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his 2nd year in the NFL out of Florida.
We throw around so loosely these days, Mike, the idea of being a physical freak, right? This specimen that we just aren't accustomed to seeing, let alone at the quarterback position. The arm talent, the ridiculous blend of size and speed, the ability to make plays with your feet and extend. All of these things come to mind when we look at this guy. Now, going forward, how does he strike that balance between being the game changer and that aggressive
after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a man who is a collegiate star here in the Badger State. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Second down and 8. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down. From the gun, Richardson. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On second down, Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Colts first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be taken down.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Out of shotgun, Richardson. He's got his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Touchdown, Indy. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here. First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he'll be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. To throw is Love. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Now, the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Looking to throw, Richardson. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it, and he will do it himself. He's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Colts will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's Christian Watson and the rest of the Packer offense heading back onto the field. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one up top for Dobbs.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Throwing on second down, Love. A quick slant, looked in by Watson. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now Love. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's difficult seem a lot easier.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Love. We'll go right back to Musgrave. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Here's 2nd and 2. Love to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, but he got the 1st down, so it's going to be 1st and goal. They're going to mark it at the 6.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On 2nd down, Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he will score. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Colts offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 2nd down, Richardson. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Richardson going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Open man downfield, it's Pittman. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. It is brought in the end zone. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will even this score. It's now 21-all. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. So we'll take a breath. We're at the half, and it has been an intriguing game to this point. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes a return from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. He's got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing, Richardson. He gets this one complete to Pittman. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
12 yards on that hookup. That's good for a Colts 1st down. On play action, Richardson. He's got it at the 7. And he'll take it on in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indy.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Colts go up by 7, 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That one intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Well, they just try a very short throw, and instead, The defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with the big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
Now Gay for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts will extend this third quarter lead.
Packers 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A good play action with Love. Room to maneuver at the 35. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. To throw is Love. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. To the goal line and in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Packers back within 7. It's 35-28. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Richardson to throw it here on first down. That's to the left side and taken in by Downs. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Cox. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Now it's Taylor. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Richardson. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Indianapolis.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's going to pick it up. He'll take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Richardson operating from the pistol. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick 6, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick 6, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by 1 here in the second half.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will tie things up all even at 35. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. He's inside the 25. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A pickup of 44 yards.
Great read by the quarterback there, Mike. You can see just as he puts the ball in the belly of the running back, his eyes are on that defender. And when he goes after the runner, he pulls it, and he has nothing but green grass, and he picks up a big gain.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Richardson. That one into the hands of Downs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, Richardson. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the plane. He's down inside the 1.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Taylor going to try to pull his way in.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Gay to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Colts will go up by 7.
42. Packers 35.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Packers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The rookie, Latu, the UCLA man, in there to bring him down.
This guy Latu, Mike, I'll tell you what, I really liked him coming out of the draft this past year. I mean, think back, he was the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, first-team All-American with 13 sacks. And Gus Bradley, he wants a guy that can go after the quarterback so he can play his zones. He doesn't have to always bring the extra pressure. And with Latu, I think he gets just that guy.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on 1st down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
Back to throw is Love. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt. And back deep it is Josh Downs. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. To throw, it's Richardson. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possessed the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
On second down, Richardson. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll look deep for Pittman. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Packers offense about ready to take over once more. They're trying to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On 2nd down, Love. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Love to throw it on 1st down. That's left side, caught by Musgrave.
This is one of those throws where I don't think the risk is worth the reward. If you're going to throw the ball into tight coverage and take a chance, it better lead to a big gain, and in this case, a pretty modest pickup, considering that was a risky throw.
Now, 2nd and 4. They'll run. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Packers. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the sideline. He's got Watson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up pods, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. From the gun, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
A second down throw for Love. That is caught. And he's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he has yet to find anything to lean on in this one. This is 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And they will finally run him down. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll go with Taylor. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. Packers going to use their final timeout now. They get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll come up now for second down. Here's Taylor. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Taylor. They tried the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes fourth down.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.